Hey guys, GNC here, and yeah, another episode of GNTalks. Let's go on ahead and do this. I decided to play some DuckTales while I was doing this. But yeah, I made an intro, and I was thinking about, doing that from now on with it. Like the intro will be the stuff that I did over the past month, since this is a monthly thing. So what do you guys think about that? Tell me so I can know. But yeah, basically the things I want to talk about today is, well, first off, for the past month I did, what was it, Guilty Gear. I finished up Kingdom Hearts, finished up Akiba's Trip, and it's funny, I did that intro and I cannot remember everything I put into it. I think that's about it, actually. I didn't do much. Huh. Yeah, I didn't play that many games this month, did I? Either way, I did what I needed to do. What needed to be finished got finished. So there's no need to worry about that anymore. So on to other stuff that I'm gonna, oh wow, I died. On to other stuff that I was going to do for next month, which is starting tomorrow. This is being recorded on January 31st, so that's why I'm saying tomorrow. But next month I should be, if all goes well, playing Xenoverse. I should not have destroyed those rocks. I should be playing Xenoverse. I should be playing DOA 5 last round. What else is in February? I don't think anything else is in February. So, what else can I do next month? Until I'll figure out something. I think of some new stuff to do. That's gonna shock you guys. Well, not really shock, but it'll be interesting. Yeah, because I have a couple of ideas of things I can do for times that we don't really have many new releases and stuff. I'm thinking on it. If I do implement this, it will start tomorrow, February the 1st. So I'm pretty sure most people that will watch this will not watch it before the 1st. It might not even be up before the 1st because it takes a while to render this video out because it's usually pretty long. I'm trying not to make it long this time, but I don't know how it will end up. But I'm gonna try something new, yeah. You will see. That's all I can say. You will see when I do that tomorrow. And a lot of people might not catch it. Just saying. Because it's not like something that I'm... how would I explain this? I'm trying to think of a way to explain this without giving it away. I guess I could say just pay attention to your sub box tomorrow, which you will know nothing about. This is hard to explain. Anyway, it's something new. It'll start tomorrow and people will see and they can tell me about it and whatnot. And I'm doing horribly at this game, so just ignore it. It's because I'm talking and not really paying attention to it. I just needed something to keep me from just sitting here in a silent room talking to myself. That kind of does some stuff to your brain. Anyway, if all goes well, that should be something new that I'm starting. I'm gonna try and start playing, get back to playing online matches and fighting games, and the various fighting games that I own, so we can, have some more of that on the channel, because I haven't been really playing fighting games like that besides Guilty Gear. So I'll probably start that around when the last round comes out. So that'll be a bit later in the month. And it'll be pretty decent thing. Oh, I almost broke that. Yeah, it should be a pretty decent, cool thing if it works out well. Because, you know, everything you try and think of and do is not always executed right. And that's probably my biggest problem, is execution. I was going to make a Bleach joke, and I completely changed my mind on it. But yeah, for February, there's not much to do. That's why I'm implementing new plans for February. And it'll continue on throughout the year, hopefully. Let me just jump over that. Yeah, I'm hoping that I can continue that throughout the year and everything will go fine and smooth and dandy. Space dandy. And everything will just be well. It's all I can hope for. Oh, I thought I was still good. But that's pretty much it for my plans for February. So, let's go over new information. I'm going to have to start having cues in the middle of these things where I just pop up the word on the screen. There's going to be the first part, recap. The second part, future. And no, I don't mean, you know, turn on the lights. Not that future. Nah, y'all don't need to be moving that dope, you know. I'm not that future. I'm talking about actual future events. Just saying. Don't move no dough, none of that. I mean actual events that have yet to happen. So, then the next thing will just be news and information. Then the last one will say closing, and it's going to cut off. I'll never have any words to close with. It'll just end. In closing, bloop. And you're going to see the replay pop up. No, but yeah, seriously. As far as new things, news and information. Oh yeah, I started doing reactions, you know. There's that I didn't think about. But that's not really anything that I'm trying to... Frick, I screwed up. That's not nothing really big deal-ish. I was supposed to hit that as it wasn't. Yep, that's what I was supposed to do. That's not really a big deal. I'm doing reactions on the channel now. But I'm trying to, you know, diversify myself. Have something different every once in a while. And I just thought that would be something different to put on, since I don't usually do them. And I'm hoping that you guys have been finding those entertaining, because they do take a little while. Surprisingly, the short videos take longer than I thought they would. Anyway, let me get back to what I was saying. I thought about that because I was thinking about the recent news and stuff that has happened that I care about, because I don't talk about stuff I don't care about. Like the whole Nintendo partnership thing, I don't really care about that because I'm already partnered and I don't play Nintendo games anyway, so it doesn't bother me. So what I want to talk about was the new Mortal Kombat characters that were introduced recently, which was Kitana, Kung Lao, and Reptile, along with Ermac. Yes, Ermac. I don't have much to say about it, to be honest. They seem pretty decent. Kitana actually, well, actually in the last game she didn't look too bad, but now she actually looks like an Asian woman. Because wasn't Kitana supposed to be Asian, and she looked like she was from another race? She's never really looked that way, but whatever. She looks attractive now, I guess you could say. And can I jump off this? Oh, dead. Huh. Okay, skip that. Yeah, she looks attractive now. I've never been a player to play with Katana, so I don't know exactly what would be new for her and what wouldn't be. So that's pretty much it. That's why I have to stop off talking about her. Kung Lao, however, I did play with for a little while, but that was back in the day. I wasn't really playing with him on the last Mortal Kombat game, so I don't know much about him either. But I like that little punching move that he did in his trailer and in his gameplay. It looks pretty cool. And the different styles of hat seem pretty interesting. And his fatality, oh my goodness. That fatality is gangster. He forces your head onto the freaking spinning hat that looks like a saw blade. It's like those old cartoons you used to watch, where the people would be at the abandoned sawmill, which somehow people always seem to find their way to and get in, even though it was abandoned. I screwed that up because I was afraid of the spikes up there. Even though the place was abandoned, they find their way in there and tie people up, which never made sense to me, but hey, I was just being logical. I thought, how would you make it into the abandoned sawmill and everything was working? That's what got me. It's not that you made it into the abandoned sawmill. You got there and everything worked. That was weird. If it was abandoned, nothing should have been working in there. Which should tell you something. Back in the day, they had stuff that lasted for a long time. All their stuff just seemed to work forever. Now stuff breaks in a matter of days. What happened? I went to the currently working sawmill and nothing worked. Well, why'd you try the old abandoned one? Well, I didn't think nothing would work at the old abandoned one. Did it work at the one that actually is supposed to work? No, exactly. Go home, you're drunk. Oh my goodness. Oh, I can walk through there. Yeah, but that's the way this stuff goes. It's weird. I don't know how I went off on that tangent about old sawmills, but I watched a lot of old shows, even though I'm not that old. It's more fun to watch old shows for me, because they seem more entertaining than the new ones. It's like Power Rangers. I'm mentioning that because that's something else I want to talk about. I saw the new Power Rangers. I almost choked for a second there. I saw the new Power Rangers, and it actually didn't look bad. And the theme was actually pretty decent. I was like, this is really nice. It is surprising that it's this good. It was executed this well. And I don't know how many of you actually knew that I liked Power Rangers still. I didn't really care for the Super Mega Force, but then again, who did? However, this new one seems rather interesting. So I'm going to give it a shot. Gave that first episode a shot. Wasn't bad. So I'm going to give the rest of it a shot. It's only fair. There we go. Sorry, face was itching. Still itching. My goodness. But anyway, how did I go from Mortal Kombat to Power Rangers? All because of a buzzsaw hat. Oh man. But that's the thing. I reminisce when I think about certain things. Think about the good old days. I need to go up. And Power Rangers is the good old days for me. Sorry, it just is. It's the good current days too. Because I will put it on and sit and watch. No kids around or nothing, just me. And then I'll pretend that it is cool to do this. But anyway, let me get back to Mortal Kombat because I just went off out of nowhere. But that's the thing, these things are about being random. I can talk about whatever in this because it's literally a video about me talking about whatever I feel like talking about. That's the whole point. But anyway, I went through Katana. I went through Kung Lao. Kung Lao seems to be a more charismatic character this time. From the way he acts, I like that. It's pretty cool. I might actually, start playing with them now. What the heck? Why was the bee flying by? I want that. Good old platforming. Yeah, but Kung Lao seems actually pretty cool in this one. There's got to be something on this one. So, after him, who should I say next? Ermac or Reptile? I should say Ermac because I have nothing to say about Ermac. Ermac is somebody that one of my friends uses. He loves playing as Ermac. And he loves getting beat as Ermac too. Because he gets beat all the time. And I'm not just saying that. That's just what I do to people. I beat the crap out of them. Was I supposed to get off there? No, okay, I'm good. But Ermac looks cool. He still has his teleport and all that stuff. And I don't know, nothing I can really say about him. Moving on. Reptile is Reptile. He looks like Reptile. I mean, he looks like current Reptile, as in looking like an actual creature. And some people said his outfit didn't look that great. I thought it looked cool. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm lame like that. I don't know. I've been called lame before. Doesn't matter to me. I don't mind it. But he looks cool to me. I like his new outfit. I'm weird like that. Didn't even mean to run into that thing. Get out of here. I just thought she was cool, so I picked her. Dang it. It's a duck blur. They should not have given me that trophy. I am likely to start singing the whole theme song if you give me something like that. Might solve a mystery. Oh my goodness, let me stop. But yeah, those are the characters that I use in Mortal Kombat. See, the thing is, even though I will go off and talk about things that don't really pertain to the topic, I can make my way back to the topic. That's the whole point of this. I can make my way back to the topic eventually. Eventually. I may not make it there immediately, but eventually I do. Anyway, that's pretty much it for Mortal Kombat. That's all I really have to say about it, because there's not enough to really say much on it. They did some more gameplay of Street Fighter on 5, for what that's worth. It wasn't that great, but then again, the game is not, it's not far enough along to show you anything great, because, the more you see this little build of it, the worse it looks. Like, no joke. You're starting to see a bunch of glitches and stuff, and it's because the game has it's because the game is in this pre-build. Like, what is it, pre-alpha or something like that? It's because this little small build that they're demoing that has a bunch of errors and flaws that the game doesn't look great. They should wait a while and then show it to people. That's just my opinion, though. My opinion's not really worth squat, though, to most people. Okay, I see what I need to do here. Dang it. I thought I had it. The heck? Thought I bounced on his head. Ooh, gotta be careful here. Dang it, I jumped too high. Actually, let me just go around the other way. It'll be easier doing that. Yeah, I really don't have much to say about Street Fighter V because I'm not interested in it, to be honest. If I'm just being honest, I am not interested in it. I might pick it up when it comes out, I might not. Because the thing is, I'm not really big into Street Fighter. Because, well, I'm just not that hardcore of a Street Fighter fan. I like Street Fighter. I will casually play Street Fighter. But to take it seriously would be a little bit too much for me. Because you have to actually be dedicated to play Street Fighter well. Come on, climb. But that's all that I have to say about the new Street Fighter. You still haven't seen anything relatively new. I'm dead again. And that means I have to start over, right? Right. I have not beaten this stage, and it's because I'm like divided. My attention is completely split in half right now. Because I'm talking and I'm trying to do this at the same time. And usually I just focus on one. And I'm not talking about the game I'm actually playing, If I was, I'd be focused on it. But I'm thinking about other stuff. Anyway, not concerned about Street Fighter. The topics that I actually wanted to get to was Storm 4. Yes, Storm 4. It what was it? Recently they showed the full demo gameplay of the Hashirama versus Madara fighting. It wasn't impressive to me. I didn't really care about it. It wasn't interesting. But that's just me. I'm not a Hashirama fan, so I wouldn't enjoy playing as him. That's like common sense, you know. I don't like this character, so I'm not gonna enjoy seeing stuff with him. It's a very simple concept that a lot of people don't seem to get. I'm like, hey, that was not interesting to me. Oh, how can you not be interested in the genre? Blah 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 blah. I'm like, Hashirama is not interesting. Honestly, he is not an interesting character. Now, if it was the other way around, you were playing as Madara, I would have been like, oh, this might be pretty cool. Cause let's be honest, which would be cooler to play with? That, well, I can't even ask that because a lot of people will say that Hashirama's wood stuff will be cool to play with. Play with Hashirama's wood. I mean, a lot of people will say that it's cooler to do that. And I'm not judging you for saying that. You have your own opinion. You like playing with Hashirama's wood, that's on you. But anyway, anyway, I think it would be cooler to play with a nine-tailed fox that's donning Susanoo armor. That would be gangster. And I think it would be cooler. But hey, that's just my opinion. A game opinion. Let me not go there. You can tell what I watch when I say stuff. It's like when old people start talking about stuff, you can tell how old they are. They're like, well, you know, I saw that movie on VHS when it was brand new. And you're like, what's a VHS? Which is odd because, you know, I came along during the time that VHSs were, I guess you could say, dying out. Because I came before the DVD era. I was born before the DVD era, but I wasn't born, you know, when VHS was new. They were on their way out. Anyway, and I'm going off topic again. The whole point of what I was saying is nothing about that game looks interesting to me. They showed that they were going to have Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, and Hinata from the last movie. I don't care. Honestly. I don't care about the movie. I didn't want to see the movie. And apparently there was no Sasuke in the movie. Like, there was a little bit, like a couple of seconds of Sasuke. Sasuke deserves his own movie. You should not give him a 2-second cameo in a Naruto movie. He's more important than most of the characters that they had in the movie. See, now this is just me just talking just to be doing it. Now, I know it was supposed to be a Naruto Hinata story. Honestly, I don't care that it was supposed to be a Naruto Hinata story. Because I don't really like Naruto. Don't really care for Hinata. A lot of people will be upset that I said that. I don't care. They're lame. And they are some of the lamest characters ever. But then again, what do you expect from Naruto? Naruto has had some of the lamest characters ever. Like, no joke. See, people think that I just like villains, which I tend to like villains, yes, but it's not for the reason that people assume I like villains. They just think I like villains because what is it, the word I'm looking for? I relate to them. I don't just relate to villains. I'm not that type of guy. I'm not the bad guy, you know? You're not saying hello to me. I wonder who's gonna get that reference. Anyway, it's with the whole Naruto series as a whole, the bad guys were much better characters than the good ones. They had much more development than the good guys. Like, and if they lasted long in the series, they ended up, you know, dwindling in character because, well, let's be honest, characters weren't used too often after they were defeated, you know? Or they would do something really stupid to, what's the word I'm looking for? They would do something stupid that would conflict with the already established nature of the character. You know what I mean? Like, take Orochimaru. Him being all, I'm on Sasuke's side and I want to see what Sasuke's gonna do, was weird. Let's be honest, it was weird. It was not the greatest thing. It was not the greatest bit of character development for Orochimaru. I think he would have done better if, you know, he decided he wanted to be a bad guy still, you know? It was weird. But it's whatever. He was like the best villain in the series. Yeah, pretty much he was the best villain in the series. It's I like Madara better, but I think Orochimaru was a better villain as far as actually getting some evil points, I guess you could say, because he did some pretty sick, twisted stuff. So he deserved his villain role. And not saying that Madara didn't do some crazy stuff, but he just wasn't. He seemed rushed. That's all it is to it. But he came at the end of the Naruto series, so everything seemed rushed then. That's when the series started becoming crap. That's when you had to see too much Hashirama. That's when you know your series is getting bad. When you have too much Hashirama in it, your series just went down the toilet. But yeah, anyway, no interest in those characters. Nothing interesting about the game has shown itself. So I guess, you know, the closer we get to the release date of it, whenever they tell you what the release date is going to be, we'll see more stuff on it. I would like to see gameplay of that last version of Sasuke. I mean, because he's supposed to have one arm, right? So I'd like to see how that's going to work out. I think that would be interesting. Because see, the thing about the other characters is, you know what Sakura's going to do. She's going to punch. You know what Hinata's going to do. She's going to do her little line stuff or whatever, which isn't very interesting or powerful. You know what Naruto's going to do. He's going to do a freaking Rasengan. Or maybe a Tail Beast Bomb. One or the other. But Sasuke, you don't necessarily know what he's going to do as one-armed Sasuke. So I'm finding that to be something that could be interesting. So that's all that I'm really waiting on to see is some gameplay of that version of Sasuke. Because I want to know. But other than that, the news that I want to talk about was Dragon Ball Xenoverse. You know, they brought out some new information about that. Apparently it's going to have some... They're going to have some DLC packs for it, which I will probably not be picking up because the characters that they said in the DLC are lame or irrelevant to me. No joke. They talked about people like GT Goku and stuff. I'm like, GT Goku? Why would I ever want to play as him? People are like, but you can go Super Saiyan 4. Super Saiyajin 4. Don't you want to do that? No. I don't even like Super Saiyan 4s. It's no big loss to me to not have those characters, GT characters, in Pan. Pan was horrible. I wouldn't mind having the GT outfit for Trunks, but that's because the picture that I have of him from that looks pretty cool. So, you know, if he's DLC, maybe. You might catch me with that. But other than that, you're not gonna catch me getting no DLC for that game. That would be dumb. Sorry. Also, they showed gameplay, well, more gameplay of the characters. They showed you how you can play as evil versions of the characters and how the good guys will be taken over by this evil force in the game too. They also showed the head villain over the other villains. Yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting. They showed the head villain that was over the other villains, and I don't know, I guess he seemed pretty cool. But, you know, Dragon Ball Z villains have always looked really weird. No joke. Anything in Dragon Ball typically looks weird. If you're not a human or a Saiyan, you're gonna look weird. And the villain looks weird. Now the female, she looks hot. I'm not gonna lie, she looks hot. You know, make you wish you were blue dabba dee dabba da. You know, it's nice. But other than that, the villains look weird. Let me skip that. And there's not much else on that either. Yeah, but that's it for the talk. So you're good on that. If you want to go, you can go. If you don't want to see the rest of this boss fight. Because I'm just finishing this out just because. Funny thing is, oh, I died. Well, that's it. Funny thing is, I never actually got to play the DuckTales game when it was new. Because I was relatively young at the time. So I just didn't have a chance. Yeah, and I don't want to have to make you sit through this whole stage again. So I'm going to... Oh, excuse me. I'm going to stop here. Also, I hope you guys enjoyed this. And I will see you next time when we come back for next month's GNTalks. So, yeah, I'll see you later.